you see how, by understanding the 6 basic human needs, do you see how this drives the way that Sifu makes decisions? Why I do things a certain way. Why I do what I do. It's very simple. Once you understand the 6 basic human needs, you will be like, oh, I see why I like to teach. I like to teach because teaching meets my basic human needs, right? Success and wealth, money itself doesn't do that. At best, it gives you certainty, which is just one of the needs, right? But you got 5. You got 5 other ones. How are you going to meet those needs? We've already said it. If you have 10 million just by yourself, like, what's the point? What about love connection? What about contribution? What about growth? And I ask you the question, right? You can keep all your money in 80 years old, or give half of it away. Half of the money you spend your whole life accumulating, so you could share. And you're thinking about sharing are you thinking about sharing, oh no, so I could get more? No, I want to share, right? Let me share. It is in our DNA. So if you understand this, the first one is the science of achievement. That's what Tony Robbins talks about. Now we're going to go deep. We're going to go very, very deep here. I need a volunteer. Help me out. Yes.
Okay, Sifu, we've got Michael.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Michael. You enjoy lesson so far?
Loving it.
Okay. So, Michael, I want to ask you something, okay? And don't filter too much. Just whatever comes to mind, just share, okay? I want you to think of something that you love to do. Okay? Something, it could be a hobby, it could be anything, right? Something that you just love to do. Do you have that thing in mind?
I do.
Okay, share it with us.
I love to travel.
Okay, and why do you love to travel?
I love to travel because I like experiencing new things.
New things, okay.
I like meeting new people in different cultures.
Different culture, meeting new people, okay.
I love talking to them and hearing their stories and sharing what America is like.
Okay, so you like to go to even like countries maybe they don't know America too much, right?
Correct, especially the locals, yes.
Okay, the locals, yes. Okay, what else?
I like the thrill of the unknown and exploring.
Places that you've never been to or people you've never talked to, right? Total strangers.
Correct. Yes.
And when you meet them, how does that make you feel?
I'm always like smiling. And like when I see the expression on their face and they're just, I tell them where I live, like I live in California, and I tell them about America, I can immediately see their mind and their eyes are just like, they start dreaming.
So I'm going to go through kind of the 6 basic human needs, okay, Michael? So in terms of traveling and meeting new people and experiencing the culture, scale 1 to 10, like 1 being like low, high being high. In terms of meeting your need for certainty, where would that be?
I think because traveling for me, I'm used to it. It's a pretty certain thing for me. So
scale 1 to 10, just give it a number.
I would say like 8.
8, okay. What about in terms of variety? Like meeting the need of variety, like 10. Something different. 10. That would be no hesitation, right? 10, right? What about significance, feeling special, feeling like value, feeling?
Yeah, 8 or 9.
8 or 9, okay. What about love and connection?
9.
Oh, 9, definitely. How about growth, like personal growth in terms of learning?
10.
10. And contribution, like being able to help, being able to contribute to other people?
9.
9, right? Okay, so you can see very, very high level, like very high score, right? Now, I want you, Michael, think of a different scenario now, okay? I want you to think of something you absolutely fucking hate to do. Like you hate it. Like one of the things that you hate the most. Think of something, okay? Think of something. Okay, you just hate it. Absolutely hate it. Like you can't stand it. It could be day-to-day stuff. It could be a like an obligation. Doesn't matter what it is.
Okay. I got something.
You got one? Okay. What is that?
Cooking.
Okay, cooking. Hate cooking. All right. And when you have to cook, how does that make you feel?
It's like just a necessity. Like I'm just doing it because I have to.
And why do you hate cooking?
It's just like a chore to me. It's just like I have to do this because I have to eat, and I know I need nutrients in my body. So to me, it's like I'm thinking about my time, and it takes like 30 minutes to an hour of my time, and I could be doing something else.
So you feel you're wasting your time because you got to feed yourself.
Correct.
Okay, so let's go through the list again, okay? In terms of certainty, scale 1 to 10, 1 being like again low, 10 being high, how certain the food would be good?
About a 6.
A 6? Okay.
Yeah, I don't do that good of a job.
Okay, so like a 6, all right. What about variety? Do you always cook something different all the time? Excitement?
No.
Like, or do you cook the same shit again and again? Just like
same stuff, like a 3.
like a 3, all right. What about significance? Do you feel very important and special when you cook? Like, you feel like you're this like top chef.
Nope.
You feel good about yourself. Like scale 1 to 10. What would you know?
1.
1. Okay. What about growth? Do you feel like when you're cooking, you're growing, you're learning? It's like you're experiencing something new, or you're like, it's like 1 to 10.
No, not at all. It's very utilitarian, so very low. 2 on growth.
2. Okay, so 2. What about connection and love? Do you feel like you are when you feel connected and like being loved when you cook, or you cook for other people, like connection, loving connection?
Well, I will say this: when I cook for other people, it does feel nice. But when I'm cooking
Cook for
on
yourself.
my own, yeah, by myself, no, not at all.
Like the 1 to 10.
2.
2. Okay. What about contribution? Do you feel like you cook this meal for yourself and you feel like I'm contributing to the world, I'm impacting so many people in my kitchen?
No.
0, 1 to 10.
1.
1, right? Now, this is very important for Michael, for you listening, all my leaders, right? So think about the things that Michael loves to do the most, right? That meets his needs at a very high level, the 7 to 8 to 9, traveling, right? That's what he loves to do the most. On the other hand, the stuff that he hates, cooking for himself, in terms of the 6 basic human needs, why does he hate it? Because it doesn't meet his needs at all, at a very, very low level, Now, here's the key. Does it have to do with the activity, or has to do with the way that Michael wants to meet his needs? This is very profound. Are there people who actually enjoy cooking? Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Are there people who, when they're cooking, they are very good chef and they can cook dessert, they can cook entree, they can cook salad? Are there people who cook where they feel special, they feel they can exercise their talent and their creativity, and they feel connecting with the meal and connecting with the customers or connecting with this family, and they feel they're learning new dishes all the time and growing? Are there people like that? Yes or no? Yeah. So it's the same activity. But some people could use that to meet their needs, versus Michael cannot. He said, I need traveling, right? How many can hear even when Michael was describing the activity, right? Oh yeah, I want to love connecting with people. I'm traveling, listening to the stories, be able to share with them the culture, what America is like. And then when he switched to cooking, it's like, oh man, it's like, I don't like to cook. It's like, I feel like just a chore I gotta do. Here's a breakthrough for you. Write it down. People find ways to meet these needs in positive or negative way, but every person finds a way to meet them in some way. I'll say that one more time. People find ways to meet these needs in a positive or negative way, but every person find a way to meet them in some way. Let me ask you another question. How many of you are willing, no filter, would 80 years old, willing to give 80% away so you could share? 80%. Like no hesitation. Exactly. Right? It drives you crazy when you can't do it. You know, by 80 years old, what's legacy? I'm on this rocking chair. I'm getting old, right? Who cares? I want to share, I want to have a legacy. The only difference is this. The only difference between Sifu and most other people, even very successful people, I got this lesson in my 30s, not 80 years old. I got this when I'm in my 30s. That's why I do what I do. That's why XTC exists. Because I don't want to wait till 80 years old on the rocking chair where I don't have a lot of energy. Now I want to share. No, I don't want to wait till 80 years old to have connection with people. No, I want to have connection now, right? I want to have love connection now and all the way, right? And more I have love connection, the more I want to contribute, the more I want to grow, right? I want to meet my needs at a very high level, right? Knowing that's a basic human need at a very high level in a healthy way.